Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. In today's video, we will learn some more important program that is some of the principal diagonal and other diagonal elements in an array. So this is a program for that. And like diagonal elements in the sense, if we enter the 3 by 3 matrix, the diagonal elements are like this. So this side 2, 2, 2, and this side 2. This is an anti-diagonal. So we will sum all those diagonal elements and uh, anti-diagonal elements. So this is the program for that. And first I will give you a brief explanation for this. So first, like the program works like it prompts the user to enter the input size of matrix n here. It is n by n matrix. So and then it then asks the user to input the elements of the matrix here. And here then it calculates that. So the sum of principal diagonal elements, that is where the row index equals to the column index here. So that is matrix of I by I. So and then it prints the sum of anti-diagonal elements, like where the sum of row index and column index equal to n minus 1. So that is matrix of I, n minus 1 minus I. And then finally it display the result here. So yeah, this is the 4 steps program. And we'll see the line by line explanation for this. So first public class diagonal sum. Here, like first import java.util.scanner here. So they import the scanner class from the java.util package. So which is used to take user input from the user here. And then public class diagonal sum. So it defines a class name as diagonal sum. So a class in Java is used to define the structure of an object or a program. So here public static void main string array asks. This is the main method and where the program starts execution. So the string array args is used to accept command line arguments, but we do not use it here. So here scanner equal to new scanner of system.in. So here we create an object scanner of the scanner class to read input from the user, and system.in specify that we are reading input from the console keyboard. So here input matrix dimensions here. So system.out.println of enter the size of the matrix n by n. So like this prints a prompt message on the screen asking the user to input the size of the matrix, that is number of rows and number of columns here. And here int n equal to scanner dot next int of here. So this reads the integer input that is n by n, like the matrix of size n here from the user, and stores it in the variable n. And the next int of method reads an integer input here. And here it declares the matrix here int array matrix new int of n by n matrix here we declare. So the declares a 2D array called matrix of size n by n. And a 2D array is essentially an array of arrays like which is useful for storing a matrix here. And here system.out.println of enter the elements of the matrix here. So this prints a message to print the user, prompt the user to input the elements of the matrix here. So here we are using for loop int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So here inside the for loop we are using one more for loop. So here like this is the nested for loop here, and this is like the outer loop for int I equal to 0, I less than I plus plus. So iterates over each row, and inner loop is for like int I j equal to 0, j less than n, j plus plus iterates over each column of the row. So for I is for row and j is for column. And inside the inner loop matrix of ij equal to scanner dot next int of here we uh, declare. So reads the matrix element at the position of ij here. So and it stores it in the 2D array matrix here. So matrix here we declare. And then here int principal diagonal sum equal to 0, int anti-diagonal sum equal to 0. So these two variables are like a principal diagonal sum and anti-diagonal sum are initialized with 0 because they will store the sum of the principal diagonals and anti-diagonal elements respectively, right? So here you're using one more another for loop here. So for int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus here. Uh, Principal diagonal sum plus equal to matrix of I by I, and anti-diagonal also the same matrix of I in like n minus 1 minus I. So this loop iterates over the each row of the matrix here, and principal diagonal sum like it adds the element from the principal diagonal to the principal diagonal sum, and then like the principal diagonal elements are where the row index equals the column index, that is matrix of I by I here. And then here anti-diagonal sum I also like the same. So it add the element from the anti-diagonal to the anti-diagonal sum. So the anti-diagonal elements are where the row index and the column index sum of to n minus 1 here. That's why I given here like matrix of I n minus 1 minus I here. And the final one is like system.out.println of sum of principal diagonal sum. Here principal diagonal sum. Same like anti-diagonal elements also. So like this prints the sum of principal diagonal elements calculated earlier, and here same this prints the sum of anti-diagonal elements calculated earlier, and here scanner dot close off. So this closes the scanner object to free up resources, and it's a good practice to close any open resources like scanner after you are done using them. So yeah, mm, the program is like this. It is the simplest way to find the sum of a principal diagonal and other diagonal elements in a given array. So yeah, I will give you a summary for this. The first like principal diagonal in the sense like the diagonal elements where the row index equals to the column index. That is matrix of I by I here. And then anti-diagonal means like the diagonal elements where the row index. So this is the diagonal and this is the anti-diagonal. So the anti-diagonal means that the diagonal elements where the row index and column index sum up to n minus 1. So the program uses here two loops, like one for input and one for summing the diagonal elements here. And here we are using we use a scanner object to read the input and print the sum of both diagonals. So yeah, like this. Now we will save the program. We will run the program. We'll see what the output is. So here enter the size of the matrix n by n matrix, right? I told you. So I will give 3, enter. So here enter the elements of the matrix here. Randomly I will give you something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 here. So the sum of the principal diagonal elements is 15, and sum of anti-diagonal elements is 15 here. So if we give like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the principal diagonal, that is, so 1, 5, 9 here. So 1 plus 5, 5 plus 9 here, that is 15. And 5 plus 3 plus 7, that is also 15. So yeah, like that. I hope you like the video. Please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.